So in this video, we are going to learn about life processes. The next subtopic, respiration. So in our previous video, we learned about the digestion part where the food that we consumed is digested into its simplest form. It is glucose, amino acid, fatty acid, and glycerol, right? We learned about the digestion of food materials, okay? And also, we learned in small intestine, all the nutrients are absorbed, okay? Finger like projections called villi present in the small intestine that helps in absorbing all the nutrients to all the cells and the tissue. Okay, now from villi, our blood will carry all the nutrients to all the cells and the tissue. How it takes place, we will learn it under circulatory system. So this nutrients like glucose which break down in our cells to release energy. Okay, and the process going to takes place in our cell, so we call it as cellular respiration. The process is called a cellular respiration. Okay, when this process takes place inside our cell, we need oxygen. Okay, oxygen is required for the breakdown of food to release energy. Okay, so based on this, we can categorize the respiration into two types. Okay, respiration is categorized into two types. One is aerobic respiration, the other one is anaerobic respiration. In aerobic respiration, the respiration takes place in the presence of oxygen. Respiration takes place in the presence of oxygen. We human beings perform aerobic respiration where we need oxygen to break down to release the energy. When it comes to anaerobic respiration, absence of oxygen. The respiration takes place in the absence of oxygen. We call it as anaerobic respiration. So, respiration categorized into two types, aerobic respiration and anaerobic respiration. In our NCRT book, we have this pathway diagram. Okay, breakdown of glucose by various pathways. Okay, we learned about aerobic respiration. So, in aerobic respiration, glucose is broken down into pyruvate. So, in the previous slide, I explained that the process is going to take place in our cell. Okay, so in our cell, the cytoplasm in which the breakdown of glucose takes place and also in mitochondria. So, if it is aerobic respiration, the breakdown takes place in cytoplasm and mitochondria. So, glucose broken down into pyruvate that takes place in cytoplasm, and this pyruvate in mitochondria, in the presence of oxygen, it is converted into carbon dioxide, water, and energy. When it comes to anaerobic respiration, okay, we human beings also perform anaerobic respiration. Say for example, when we are doing some heavy exercise, the oxygen supply is not sufficient to break down the nutrients to release energy. In that case, our muscle cells undergo anaerobic respiration. So it is lack of oxygen, the pyruvate is converted into lactic acid and energy. So this lactic acid get accumulated in our muscle cells and it leads to muscle cramps. Now when it comes to other organisms like bacteria or yeast, they undergo another type of respiration. Okay, it is anaerobic respiration. Okay, for them the glucose is converted into pyruvate, and pyruvate, in the absence of oxygen, it is converted into ethanol, carbon dioxide, and energy. So here it is the example for yeast. In yeast, it is ethanol, carbon dioxide, and energy. When it comes to bacteria, it is lactic acid and energy, like how it is happening in our muscle cells. So in yeast, it is ethanol, and in bacteria, it is lactic acid. Okay. So when it comes to aerobic respiration, it is a complete breakdown of glucose to release energy. And in anaerobic respiration, in ethanol fermentation and also in lactic acid fermentation, in both the process, it is the incomplete breakdown of glucose to release energy. Okay.